The new series Ballard is based on the crime novels from best-selling author Michael Connelly. A spin-off from the Bosch universe, the show follows Detective Renee Ballard as she leads the LAPD's cold case unit, investigating long-forgotten crimes. And here to join us is Detective Ballard herself, Maggie Q.
Hi, Sara.
Welcome, Maggie.
Thank you.
So, one, I love a cold case. Two,
Yeah,
this
me
is
too.
a total edge-of-your-seat type of show. What are you able to share about it?
Oh, boy. Well, if you're not familiar with the books, they are, well, again, Michael Connelly is the crime writer,
Yes.
right? So he was able to obviously create the Bosch series based on his best-selling novels. And this one was created actually off of, well, inspired by the career of a real-life LAPD detective, female
I love that
detective.
part.
Yes, who is my mentor and an incredible person in my life now, and somebody who guides me on this journey, telling her story. And I think it's important to tell the stories of these men and women. I think that, you know, what they do is extraordinary, and they're very important to society.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And as you mentioned, your show's a spin-off of the popular series Bosch, which
Yeah.
starred Titus Welliver. You've said
Right.
that he passed the baton on to you, and it
Yes.
was very emotional. Tell us about that.
He did, yeah. We had at the time when I started Ballard, we didn't know that Bosch was going to be canceled. And so it was sort of halfway through my season when that happened. And to celebrate the legacy of Bosch, 10 years, who can say that, being on the air for that long? We had a press conference in LA, and the LAPD police chief was there to say some words. And Titus, he passed me a baton, and he said, "You're it, Q. You know, you're now the sole representative of this universe. Like, go get him." And so very supportive. You know, he's like a brother.
A
Very
literal
cool.
baton.
You know, literally, it was a gold baton. I have it in my office now to remind me to, keep working hard.
the legacy alive.
Yeah, keep the light on.
Well, your character is based on a real-life LAPD homicide detective,
Correct.
which you mentioned, named
Yes.
Mitzi Roberts.
Right.
And you mentioned she's your mentor. So
she
did
is.
you work with her? Oh, wait, I want to see. Did you work with her to create the character, and how involved was she with the show?
God, she's there every day. I mean,
Wow.
I'm with her every day, and I spend off time with her too. So guys, I am a detective now.
I mean, essentially.
For osmosis, no, I've been able to absorb everything about what not only she's taught me, but even just look at her life and her as a person, and take qualities about her that I personally don't share, that I wish I did, things that I admire, that I brought into the character, that I think detectives really need to have, like patience and yeah.
Well, especially cold case, because you look at the priceless gift you give a family if you're able to
Sure.
solve something while they're still around, to have some closure, if that word is such a thing.
Sure.
But to know that cold case files were left behind for reasons, no one was getting it figured out. So it's such important work.
Yeah, I don't think that people realize how many unsolved cases there are. You know, in the homicide library in LA, there are at least 10,000 cold cases there. And I spent time there with the men and women who work there. And, it's extraordinary, because you walk up and down these aisles, and every single box you're seeing on the shelf is a life that
Had a family,
had
people that loved
tied
them.
to a family, people that love them, people who are looking for the peace that you spoke about. And, whether you can fully give them that, I think justice, in all colors does, give them something.
Yes.
Correct, yeah.
Now, the show is very serious and has some intense scenes.
Yes.
Did you or the cast do anything during your downtime to kind of lighten the mood? Because that's quite an emotional load.
It is. It's heavy. I made everyone do push-ups.
You sound like a fabulous time.
I'm fun. I did a little boot camp on set, just because, for me, like Physicality.
It gets the energy out.
Yes, and you get to work off steam, and also it just keeps people's motivation up, their blood flowing, and when you're healthy and you feel strong, you feel good, and you treat people well, and
well, you
better
do teach
time.
kids that. They teach us now with anger and overwhelming emotions. Make them, I thought it was a joke, but make them run up and down stairs, or because it gets some of that out in a way that they can't on their own.
So that's what I did. I made actors run up and down stairs.
So you're ahead of it. But you also do your own stunt work, which is no easy thing. So what do you love about, you're clearly physical, from the push-ups to the body, you know what needs to be done. Is that part of the reason you wanted to do it?
Yeah, I think that I've always felt that I owed my audience, if they were going to tune in, for that reason, I wanted to give them 100% of what I have to give, right? And, if there's any limitation on that, that's fine. But as long as I was giving them, everything I felt they deserved. And I do feel that it's not just the acting and the work, it's everything I have to give. And so, yeah, I give 1,000% at work. And, I'm a very physical person, so it comes really naturally to me. And you too, I heard.
It didn't end the same way for me. Are you talking about the Spider-Man? Oh, yes, you were talking about the Spider-Man. That is not a body double, folks. I do my own stunts, too.
Yes!
Oh, my God.
Amazing.
But something else we have in common, in addition to our amazing stunt work, is we both are semi-obsessed with animals.
Yes.
So aside from
Semi
having
is a very, very tame
I'm trying to go in conservative on this, but aside from having your own dogs, you also foster. How many dogs do you have right now?
Right now, I have 3 of my own, and that's the cap. Otherwise, divorce is imminent, right?
Yep.
So, yeah.
Look at those babies.
Stop it!
Is that a Chihuahua in the middle?
No, it's a terrier.
Close enough.
Yeah. Somebody once said at a dog park to me that she had a terrierist. Which I thought was so funny.
It might suit the breed a little.
I mean, they are just there. He's in charge.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy, he's like 12 pounds, and he bosses around the German Shepherd. But yeah, I have 3 of my own, and then I think fostering is important because the shelters and the rescues are completely overwhelmed. So if you can do something for them for 2 to 3 weeks to get an animal out of a shelter so that they're not euthanized, in time to find a family, why not?
Well, and it's something you can do when you can't take it on full time. You could
and
still
that's what
do
it is. Like
temporary
you're doing
work.
your part.
Yeah.
And so, it feels like it's something small, but it's not. It's huge to these rescues because, like I said, they're completely overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for
Thank
not only the
you.
dog work, but the lovely Maggie Q here. All 10 episodes of Ballard are available on Prime Video July 9th. You don't want to miss it. Have a good day.